What's up, guys? In the Caribbean, so I'm missing some of these games. I missed the game last night, but I saw the previous two that we lost. Mom's is going to talk to you about last night. We have some stuff that we want to talk about with regards to the loss against the Heat. The Knicks got to get it together. It's a scary part of the season and not the time to be falling apart. I saw the Randall IQ thing. Alright, I'm going to try to enjoy my little vacation here back at home, but there's a lot to talk about these Knicks because this is not the time that you want to see us falling apart like this. It's scary, and I get it. I get it if you're scared, right? We got the Rockets. That's a must-win because we're getting in danger of the Heat passing us too. So let's talk about the Heat game. Mom's going to talk to you about the Magic game as well. I'll see you guys after the Rockets game. We're back to our regular videos.
Take notes. Big Meech.
We're here.
My man, Alan just did.
It's different this time.
What's up, guys?
Go.
What's up, guys? Terry and Trey here, and we want to start the show with just talking a little bit about Willis Reed. Obviously, today, lots of really amazing tributes coming in, beautiful, heartwarming stories from fans, media, teammates, and there was one story that I don't know if you know about, and I want to know more about it actually, about him apparently beating up the whole Lakers bench.
I don't know much about that.
So
My man Willis is out here.
It was one of the stories that I heard, and I heard that after that they never messed with him again. After that, so
he made his name known. Willis Reed, a legend. If you remember, I'm gonna play the intro in this one, guys.
Oh yes,
the original intro for this show started with Willis Reed coming out
of that tunnel.
Rest in peace. I don't think we never got to meet him.
We never got to meet Willis.
We never got to meet him. We met a lot of Knicks legends, did not get to meet Willis, but the captain for a reason. 2 titles. I love that. Even with the we're gonna talk about the game and the last 2 losses, of course. But even in the middle of that, you've seen the players giving their tributes. Wally and Allen are giving their tributes right now.
Right.
He deserves to be remembered. He's someone who is a big part of Knicks history.
Right.
But let's talk about Knicks present. So 2 losses in a row, right? We lose to Minnesota in an absolute shootout. I'm gonna show you guys some clips. I did not end up uploading a video because the day I was gonna upload it is the day that Willis passed.
Right.
So I have some clips I'm going to show you. We're at that game. Couldn't believe what we were seeing. And we saw some of that tonight. 3-point defense is just not there. NBA teams are shooting more than 50% from 3. You're never going to win the game. If you look at these games, both games, right? Minnesota and Miami. Miami get 127 points. I think the Timberwolves had 140.
Right.
We scored in those games.
So that's what I was going to say. So this is where, when they say defense wins games, this is exactly what they mean. Because we did not have a bad offensive night. Mind you, Randall only had 15 points, and I want to talk about that. And some other stuff, right? But defense is what wins games. So we scored. We were fine with the scoring. I actually loved how RJ played tonight.
RJ's been incredible for weeks now.
I was really happy with how he played, getting to the line, using his body, being physical, being confident, scoring his threes. Randall, on the other hand, tonight, he allowed the Heat to frazzle him. He allowed the rest calls to get under his skin. He got a technical foul. He cannot afford to do that. He was getting, mouthing off with everyone, which to a degree
I didn't hate the ending one.
So which to a degree is fine because I get it. It's a game, and
we began back to the 90s. Let's go. Remember Jeff Van Gundy on the ground fighting in 97? Let's go. But yes.
So, but the thing is, he only scored 15 points, right? And so look at that. We lost the game by 7 points. Had he scored a few more points,
but then again, like you said it too. Yeah, perhaps, but look at the defense, right?
The defense, right?
Too many. First of all, I don't want to talk about the refs. I do not want to talk about the refs,
right?
But
they got a lot of Miami got a lot of calls.
This is the second game.
How did Mitchell not get the call when Butler grabbed his leg?
I don't want to go on the rest. I think the Knicks have a lot of solvable problems of their own, and that comes with the defense. Just not getting out on 3-point shooters. Tonight, I thought IQ wasn't great offensively. He didn't give us that spark. Usually, when the bench comes in, we kind of
give us that second wind, right?
But we didn't really get it this time, right? I think perimeter defense has been garbage, and teams are tightening up. It's getting to playoff time. If you notice, they're hunting Brunson. Brunson's
got his card.
Not on offense.
They know about him now.
But on defense specifically, Brunson's like 6'1".
Right.
They are targeting him. If you look at the Minnesota game, they had Brunson on what's this guy's name? Jaden McDaniels, right? They would switch and get Brunson on him.
Right.
Again tonight, teams are looking to target Brunson because we have strong defenders across the board usually. Brunson does his best. He gets the charges. He plays hard. He's not really a defensive player. So you can see in the playoffs, we talk about this, teams will start scheming for you, and that changes the game. A lot more double teams. You see they're forcing us to pass.
Yes.
We've been an ISO team all year. So a lot of things to figure out. But good signs tonight is Quentin Grimes having a great game. I think what the next development for this team is where we're seeing guys like Grimes having more of the ball and a more of a kind of a spread egalitarian offense where more people are involved, not just Brunson and Randall, right? Because they're gonna start keying in on that. I do think, I know people won't agree because this doesn't feel great, right? These from what we were seeing with the Knicks, these last 2 games don't feel great, but I'm happy they're getting these experiences now. I know maybe we're in danger with the 5th seed, but we still have a little gap there. The fact that they can, let's be real, we're not gonna beat the Heat 4-0 over the season. They were 1 seed last year.
Yes.
I know they've not had a great season, but we're not going to beat them 4-0.
And they have playoff experience. So this is the one. So now this is the one thing.
Finals
that I've been,
experience. Went to the finals in the bubble.
To the finals. So this is the one thing that I have been a little bit worried about because I'm seeing these teams as we're getting closer to the end of the season or end of regulation, that the teams like the Heat that know how to play in the playoffs, they're turning it up that notch, and they have the experience, so they know what they're doing. We don't have that experience.
Right.
We played in the playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks.
But that was how many of those? A lot of the players weren't there.
Right,
the new guys. RJ was there. Mitch was there.
A lot of new guys.
Yeah,
Plus, we got blown out. Basically, I mean, we won the one game, but we don't have that intense. We don't have that intense playoff experience. So, I'm hoping that these last 2 losses give us lots of very teachable moments, and that Tibbs is able to really get in their head for them to understand that they have to play at another level. And you're so right about Brunson and Randall. They can't be our 2 only guys. We as a team.
And look at RJ game. RJ was incredible.
So because we don't have a big superstar on the team, we have to spread the love. We have to spread where everyone is scoring 20, 25 points. And then we can win. And then it's actually even better because then teams don't know who to double team. Right? Or if they are double teaming Randall and Brunson, we have other options to score. So that's something that has to happen, and I hope they're able to make some of these adjustments. I saw that they brought, they gave Grimes some minutes tonight.
Well, listen, Grimes
and Deuce came in for like a hot second.
So actually, because our perimeter defense has been so bad, and Deuce is a tenacious defender, I really wanted Deuce to play some more tonight. I thought tonight might have been a good night to get him in there.
Right.
I don't want to go. I want to go on this whole Tibbs thing again because we're about to be in the postseason. We kind of got to see what happens. But for sure, we need a bigger rotation next year. We can't just play 9 guys for 82 games. You need 10, you need 11 in some cases. We'll make some trades in the offseason, bolster the roster a little bit. I do want to say this as well. Please keep in mind, and I know it's hard too when you get carried away and we get excited, this Knick team is still a work in progress. We're not expecting to be the 5th seed. We did not expect Brunson to be this good. We did not expect Randall to kind of go back to how good he was playing a couple of years ago.
We did not expect Hart to bring some special juju into the mix.
So there's so much there that no matter what happens, this is a good positive step forward. But now you get to the playoffs, like you said, other level tweaking, right? Game planning, a lot of little things. I need Tibbs to challenge more calls. He's not been challenging some of these calls, and he needs to hold some of these refs accountable, right? We need, I think sometimes he needs to feed the hot hand more, like Grimes tonight. I thought a great example early in the been calling Grimes 1st and 3rd quarter because he's not been playing in the 4th, because Hart has been closing, right? And obviously Josh Hart is a great guy when it comes to the clutch, but I thought Grimes tonight was cooking. He should have played a little bit more.
He was hot.
He should have played a little bit more in the 4th.
Yeah.
And you saw Brunson look for him a couple of times. I think we're just still, we're still working through these things. These tough games are good for us. The sky is not falling, Knicks fans, but I have to say, we got to win the next 2. Orlando tomorrow night, we got to bounce right back. It's not a good team. They're a talented team, and they're a team that can give you some trouble, but they're not a good team. And we got Houston, which should be, there's not even a debate there.
There's no reason
because we need to win these 2 heading into this rematch with the Heat. Because this is sparking up. We're getting back to the late 90s, early 2000s Knicks Heat rivalry. You could feel it. You could feel it. This game was high octane, pretty intense. We fell apart again, but like I said, it goes back to the 3-point shooting. I think they shot over 55% from 3. Minnesota, I think, may have been over 60.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. From 3, you're never gonna win a game like that. So let's refocus. Let's get back to perimeter defense. Let's rotate better. Let's be sharper on everything. But again, the sky's not falling.
All right, guys. Knicks win tomorrow night, 1 game at a time. I heard Willis Reed saying that was something that they did back then, and it is something that we're still doing now. This whole 1 game at a time theme. So let's stick with that. Yes, we do have to win the next few games, And these are all teachable moments to get us ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, guys, what you think about the last two games. Any concerns? I want to hear what you guys have to say. I am not gonna be out of the country for the next week, so I'm not gonna miss the games. But there's Orlando and Houston, so we'll try to do some cross country video stuff.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, but let's see. Let's get back to winning. We gotta win tomorrow night. Yeah, you don't want to see this spiral into anything this late in the season.
No, we do not.
Nope.
No. What's up, guys? Trey here solo tonight because Terry is traveling. And we just had a disappointing loss against the Orlando Magic, 111-106. We started this game really slow. We didn't have Randall giving us those normal points that he gives us. But I tell you this, I'm feeling like the team is off. Like I'm feeling something is off. I'm not seeing that cohesiveness that I was seeing on the floor before. I'm not seeing the guys gelling the way they were. Randall's getting himself, his knickers in a twist and yelling at his teammates again and causing friction among there. I get it. He's getting angry, but you gotta find another way to take that anger out. Take the anger out in the game and give us some buckets, not on your fellow teammates. That doesn't make any sense. The bench tonight didn't give us that normal energy they were giving us before. Didn't give us those points and that second burst or that second win that they've been giving us because our bench was one of the top benches and it seems like that's not what's panning out, not tonight. We allowed Orlando Magic to get a 19-point lead on us, which is pretty significant because then we're just playing catch up to try to get back up to them, which we did, mind you, because we were able to even up the score at the end or the beginning of the fourth. And so we start again and we just were not able to close out the game. I know that we're missing Brunson, but we cannot depend on one person alone to make the team feel whole. And that's what it's feeling like for me right now. It's feeling that without Brunson on, and the thing is he's there, he's physically there, but without him being on the court, it seems like the team is starting to fall apart. You're starting to see all these cracks. And these other teams that typically don't score three-pointers are playing against us and having their career high of three-pointers, which doesn't make any sense. We cannot go into the playoffs playing like this. I keep saying over and over again that we have to take the game to the next level because these other teams are going to do that. They have experience playing in the playoffs and they know how to turn to that next gear. And we seem to not be doing that. Having said that, Grimes had a really nice game tonight. He gave us 25 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds, 5 out of 10 from the three-point line. Quickly also had 25 points. Randall just barely made that 23, but it was a struggle for him to get there amongst his, having his knickers in a twist. And Barrett only gave us 10 points tonight, but he did only play for 29. They are saying that Brunson has some sort of hand injury, and I know his foot was also hurting the other day, or that was the injury, so I don't know what the real story is, and are they just resting him to play in the playoffs, which if they are doing that, that's fine, but we will still need to win games. We play the Houston Rockets on Monday, and then pretty soon, we play the Heat then on Wednesday, and then we're playing the Cavaliers. So this is not where we want to be right now. These are teams that we should be winning. So let me hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. And let's hope that we get a win with Houston on Monday after we get quite a few days rest, right? 3 days rest. So that's it for me tonight.